Continuous series on this channel where I rank every single front office in the NBA from worst to best, and at number 21, it's the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are a weird one because they're another team that sort of teeters between making really smart, under-the-radar decisions and just making the most bombastic, idiotic trades you've ever seen in your life. The Russell Westbrook trade, maybe the worst of the entire decade other than the Paul George trade that the Clippers made. Now, I don't really blame Rob Pelinka as much for making that move because it was very tempting and LeBron was clearly in favor of it, but it just goes to show that the Lakers have never really been interested in prioritizing what their team really needs, and they really let LeBron take the wheel and be the GM. And now that they have Luka, there are remnants of a team that is a little bit younger and a little bit more interesting in the long term, but pivoting out of this old school direction that they were going in, where they were constantly adding one-year guys. I think it's just put them in a bad position to have Luka on the roster, honestly. They screwed up the Dorian Finney-Smith negotiation pretty badly this summer, and though they recovered really well, I think with the veterans they added, love the LaRavia edition, love the Marcus Smart edition, the DeAndre Ayton edition, we'll see. There's still a lot of holes on this roster, and I think the Lakers are going to have to be a lot more careful in their approach and think about the long term instead of the short term. Look at the forest instead of the trees when they're building this roster around Luka. They're starting to do a good job. I think they made some nice moves this offseason. Adu Thiero, that was a really good draft pick for them in the second round, but like, why is Jared Vanderbilt still being held hostage on this roster? Blink twice, Jared Vanderbilt, if you need our help. We can get you out of there. The Gabe Vincent signing didn't really work out for them. They've still got a lot of veterans on this team. The roster does look kind of bloated, so I kind of want to see them go in a more defined direction next year and really fully transition this team to Luka's team instead of LeBron's team. And I understand being the Lakers GM is by far the hardest job in the sport. It is an absolute nightmare to make Lakers fans happy, and they make smart decisions. Getting Austin Reeves undrafted a few years ago was brilliant, and he's been great for them. And not getting negotiated of him or more draft picks in the Luka trade was really cool, although that was mostly Nico Harrison's fault. But like, they've got to really prioritize the long term, not make dumb trades like giving away all your assets from Mark Williams at the deadline. I like Mark Williams, but that trade was insane, and it's a really good thing the Lakers were able to fake his physical and get it rescinded. So overall, the Lakers are not going in a bad direction, but I can't say that they're run excellently. They didn't really have a lot of direction for about like 3 years after they won a title in 2020. And now that they've got Luka on the team, they've got to have a completely different philosophy about how they run things, and that's going to really test whether or not Rob Pelinka is a great GM or not. But let me know what you guys think of the Lakers down in the comment section below, and like and follow if you enjoyed this video.